Hi guys, it's Ashley here from ASM Amor, and I just want to welcome you here to my channel. If this is your first time here, welcome. If if you're returning, don't forget to hit that subscribe and like button. So today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about self-talk and how we talk to ourselves and how it affects everything in our lives. So I'm just going to tell you a little bit about my self-talk, because if that's all right. So my self-talk is, when I was, a little while ago, I used to tell myself that I am the shy girl. I am the girl that awkward, the klutzy girl, and that's the kind of talk I used to tell myself all the time, that I'm that klutzy girl that, goes to the movie theaters, walks into the movie, has popcorn on one hand, has a fork on the other hand, and walking in, and then I go to sneeze. And I go to get, to cover my mouth. And instead of like going here, I went fork to eye and almost took out my eye. And those are the kind of stories that kind of always happened, because that was kind of the talk that I used to tell people. Like, I used to tell everybody, yeah, I'm klutzy. It was to the point where, like, literally my friends would go and tell their friends and family about how I almost like hurt myself or fell down a stairs, or flashed all of Forbidden City. And if you want to hear about the time I almost I did flash all of Forbidden City, comment down below, because I'll be more than happy to talk about it, because it was pretty funny. However, the point is that these are the kind of thought process, these are the kind of things I used to think about myself. I used to think about myself as the shy, awkward girl. And that's true. I was absolutely correct. I was the shy, awkward, clumsy girl, because that was the self-talk I would tell myself. It was only until I started to tell myself that I'm confident and I am worthy and I'm educated and I'm smart, that things kind of turned around. And even like when I used to work for the call center, I used to say to myself, oh, the calls are going to be negative. They're all going to be horrible. And absolutely, they were horrible and negative. When I started to believe that, the day is going to work out and like it's going to be a great day, honestly, the calls were amazing. Like, people were super nice. We would chat, we'd laugh, It really does depend on your self-talk and how you see yourself and how you present yourself. I truly believe everything is energy. And if you have a negative energy out and you start saying you're gonna have a negative day, chances are you probably will have a negative day. And if you start saying you're gonna have a positive, chances are you'll probably have a positive day. Now, of course, there's always exceptions to the rules. Not every day is going to be perfect, because, if that was the case, then we would never grow. If every day was a positive, we would be bored. We would never have any we would never have any ups, and we would never have any downs. And you'd just be on a Ferris wheel going around and around, like in the movie Parenthood. That's what they talk about. They say, you have the option. You can go around on a Ferris wheel and just go around and around. Or you can go onto the roller coaster where, you're going up, you're going up, you're going up, and then all of a sudden down, and it's just like that. Life is ups and downs, and that's what makes life exhilarating. That's what makes life worthwhile. So, so it's important that when we do go through those negative times, that we find ways to talk to ourselves and tell ourselves that, this isn't the end, this isn't the be end all, that everything is going to work out. And, an experiment that was done by Masaru Emoto was that, Masaru Emoto, he talks about, self-talk and negativity and energies and how it affects water. And if it affects water, then it definitely affects us. He did an experiment where one glass of water he took, and he talked super positively to it. Then he took another glass of water and he talked super negatively to the water. And with the water that was super positive, when he froze it, the crystallizations were beautiful. But when he talked negatively to the other water, when he froze it, and this was over a course of a month, or maybe a week, and when he did the experiment again to the negative water, the waters were kind of like clumpy and didn't crystallize nicely. So my point is that if water, when you talk to water, and it feels your vibration, and it feels your positivity, and it feels your negativity, and it can do that kind of reaction, chances are that if you talk to yourself negative like that, it probably has a negative response to your own subconscious. And, negative things possibly could potentially happen. So, it is very important for you to always think about how you speak to yourself and how you want people to see you. Because even like you think about a friend that, or yourself, or, just think of it in a time where somebody, was constantly negative. And all they did was talk about negative things about how everything was happening to them and how their whole life is happening to them. And it's always somebody else's fault, not taking ownership for what is going on in their lives. Because I think it is important that we remember that when negative things happen, we have to take somewhat ownership of the negativity. Now, I'm not talking about like abuse situations or, in certain situations where, poverty and stuff like that you cannot control. I'm talking about situations where, you just had a bad day, or, things in your life just aren't working the way you want it to work. We have to take a certain level of responsibility for how things are happening to us. Like, we have to take a certain level of responsibility, because the moment you start taking responsibility for the way you feel, the way you show up for that particular situation, is kind of when things kind of turn around. Because, you're no longer the victim, you're now the master of your own destiny. You are the person that is able to overcome your obstacles. And I'm not going to say that it's easy. It's never easy to, take ownership of something. It's never easy to take ownership of how you feel, because it's how you feel. And however, if you work on it every day, little by little, like talking to yourself, telling yourself you're beautiful, telling yourself you're worthy, telling yourself that whatever your current situation is in, for example, if you're in a job you don't like and every day you just want to quit, remember to remind yourself that you have an opportunity to change your mindset. You have the opportunity to change your environment, and it just takes time. And I am a personal experience. I know that all too very well. Everything does eventually work itself out. You just have to be patient and have a positive mindset. And also remember, if you keep being negative, if you go for a new job, that portrays into the next job. So be very mindful the way you speak to yourself, because when you speak to yourself is how you show up in the world. So guys, I hope that my little riff of, how you talk to yourself, trying to adopt a more positive mindset resonates with you, because it resonates with me. And I hope that you found value. If you did, please write it down below. If you want to hear about my story about how I flashed all of Forbidden City, more than happy to talk about it. I hope to bring more interesting content into this channel. I look forward to hearing your responses. I look forward to seeing you on the next video. If you have any concerns or questions, feel free to ask, or if there's something you want me to cover, I am more than happy to cover it for you. But for now, guys, if you're not succeeding, remember, fall forward. Have a great day, guys. Bye now.